It's April 27th and we're back on the trail. We spent 3 nights in Grants, thank you. More expense than we'd hoped for, but at least thanks to the diligence of the UPS man who hunted us down and brought my sleeping pad to us. We're up here comfortable and under the shadow of Mount Taylor. I don't know if I mentioned 536.6 is our mileage right now. So we're going to just try to walk as far as we can today, as usual. We have water in 5 miles. We've got about a liter to last us until we get there, which is actually pretty good. We've had much worse. So it looks like it's going to be an overcast and 50-ish day. We were told it was supposed to rain, but I don't think it's going to rain. We'll find out. So we're going to eat breakfast. We've got too much food as usual, so we're eating some tortillas and cream cheese I brought, which is delicious but weighs about as much as an anvil. So now some oatmeal, and then we'll hit the trail. Well, it turns out that I talk normally when I point the camera away from myself. It's funny, I talk like a radio disc jockey if I'm pointing the camera at my own face, but if I'm pointing the camera at Karen's face, I talk normally. So from now on, you'll see Karen.
But that's not even normal now. Just
what's wrong with it now?
Just, that's normal.
You mean a whiny kind of nasally voice? Get your hand down. It obscures your beautiful face. I am talking differently. Oh my God. We're starting out in the light snow this morning, which is actually kind of enchanting. If it warms up too much, we'll turn into a light rain, which will be less enchanting.
Can't find the strap.
Here. Let me see.
I'd rather do it, just so you know.
Sorry. Well, this is a surreal sight. Instead of having to crawl under or get over the fence, there's a gate that is open easily. Look at that. Wow. Quite a luxury. So we've come to the Mount Taylor cutoff. We're not going to climb Mount Taylor. I'm sure there's a lot of snow on the north side and just don't want to do it. We've climbed a lot of mountains, so we're going to skip Mount Taylor. It's turned into a gorgeous day. Very little wind. It's in the 60s, maybe late 50s. So good. Now all we need is water. Just spooked up a bunch of elk. One ran right by us. May be able to see the herd up there going up the hill. That was cool. Here are our first aspens of the hike. We're walking in a drainage now, and our spring ought to be in about 1.5 miles. Nice to have some altitude now. I was just bragging on the good weather, and it's a grapple storm. Five minutes later, no more grapple storm. Well, we just walked a 1/2 mile downhill to this pool. It's a shallow pool, so it'll be hard to get some water out of it without getting mud in it, but it's better than nothing, and we've had nothing for quite some time. So the upper pool is really shallow. So time to do some extraction. Well, it's decided to snow down here at the spring, so Karen's gathered up 3 liters, and we're going to have some lunch and then do some filtering and try to get warm. It's cold. Weather's taking a turn. Well, we just hiked over a crest at about 9,900 feet, and it took a toll on us. Man, we're not well acclimated yet. So fortunately, we're going downhill now. Take a little break on our lungs and legs, hopefully. We found a water cache at a kind of a shelter here. There's a bathroom up there. It's not a camping area, but we're kind of waiting out this little snow squall here and trying to decide what to do from here.
Glad we looked up here and saw that.
You found it, yeah. It's a great public water source, and I think we'll leave the Jim Beam Peach. This will be the first fire of the trip. It's chilly, and there's a fire ring here, and the Forest Service cut a big tree just right here that's nothing but dry limbs. So we're going to be warm in front of the fire, and I'll put up enough firewood so that in the morning we'll be warm while we're getting ready to go. Having soup tonight.
I think that's half of it.
Yeah, maybe a little more if you want. Well, that's fine. And then just 10 minutes.
Didn't get many of these things.
Yeah.
Oh, my gloves. Okay, turn it to simmer.
Sim it for 10, so I'll time it.
What?
I'll time it for 10 minutes. It says it'll time. Okay. Well, we expected to wake up this morning to very cold temperatures, and although it is cold, it's not the 21 degrees the internet says it is in Grants this morning. Must be some sort of inversion. I don't think it got below freezing here. So the weather forecast called for 19 degrees and snow starting at 4 a.m. and what we awoke to was 33 degrees and clear skies. I prefer the latter. So didn't make many miles yesterday, stopped early. This was too nice a spot with water, and we were both pretty tired yesterday for some reason. I don't think we're quite over the weekend hike we took with Hugo Mom. The other factor is that we're at 10,000 feet or so now, or 9,500 or whatever it is at this spot, and the altitude is we're not quite acclimatized yet. So anyway, we're going to try to make some miles today. Looks like it's going to be a really pretty day. There's still snow up here, and we're, like yesterday, intermittent snow showers, nothing sticking. This is Ojo Piedra Spring, where we just got water straight out of the pipe. We just coming straight out of the ground, so didn't filter it. Hopefully made the right decision there, but pretty clear water. Well, we're steadily coming down out of the Taylor Mountain Wilderness area. We're going to be down out of the trees here at some point. Our water concerns have been primary, but there's plenty of water if you're careful not to miss a source along the way. The next one we have is 2 miles, which we probably won't need to use, and then the next one after that is 5.7. So a lot of this coming up is downhill, which is nice. So see you down the trail.
This is pretty.
Sure is. This forest has been burned over pretty well in a couple of areas. It's about 2:15. We're taking a break. There's a thunderstorm over here that I think may miss us. Quite a bit of lightning over there. It may have missed us. Well, we've hiked out of the forest, and now the rainstorm appears to have gotten around us or gone past us. So now we're out here on the plain again, and it's windy. Well, we just walked over that range, and it took us a little while, but we're off of it now and on to the windswept plains. Hiked about 11 miles today, and it's pretty early, so we'll keep going. There's water in about a mile that we're going to have to collect some, because the next water after that is 9 miles further. Pretty nippy out here. As we came to the water trough, a storm's brewing, so we're going to set up our tent. More in a minute. We found a depression out of the wind down here. There's a flat place too, so it's perfect. Okay, here we are at the end of the day. It started raining just after we got to this campsite, so we set up and we feel very snug and smug. So there's a trough over there with some fairly clear water we can use tomorrow. The next water source is in 9 miles, and our food cache with 2 gallons of water is about 20 miles away. So we've had a pretty good day, although the weather just got worse and worse and worse. We were lucky that a huge storm just missed us and hit the mountains we were just in, so we feel lucky there. So just gonna eat our cold food because we don't have any fuel left, and go to bed. So what do we got here? What are we making? No, tell me.
It's cold soaked macaroni and cheese.
Cold soaked macaroni and cheese. Yeah, baby. We're gonna dine tonight.